Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about the Jenkins pipeline. So before starting this video, I'll let you know that if you have not gone through my last videos, then please go through those videos and just see what we have done in the last videos because all videos are interconnected to each other. So if you are familiar with creating jobs, integrating the Git into your jobs, and then you can come and do the pipeline services in the jobs. So basically, in Jenkins pipeline, basically it describes a workflow with a group of events or the jobs that are changed and integrated with each other. So basically, when you create multiple of jobs, then in that case, if you want to create a pipeline, or you can say if you want to relate those jobs, you can relate through the pipelines. So pipeline in Jenkins mostly are used with CI and CD process. The pipeline is a system where multiple sections of jobs can be integrated in sequence or work as a workflow. Now, like you have multiple of jobs, and if you want that all jobs should run in a complete, like it should work one after another, or you can say the process executed inside the job should be in pipeline. So basically, in that case, we go for the pipeline options. Now, just for your understanding, you can see the structure of pipeline. So it's same like in pipe. You see, just take an example of real life pipe. It's like when you integrate something or when you pass something at the other end, you get the output of that. Same is the case here. When you integrate something, then it goes through different processes like build, test, deployment. Again, once all these three processes are achieved, at the end, you will have the productive, whatever the pipeline production is. Now, after building the jobs, you will have the pipeline structures like this. This will how the pipeline structure will look like the jobs as integrating in the structures. Now, basically, when you are using the pipelines, it's like if you have three different jobs, then you can integrate them in a portion like you can upstream and downstream. It's like you can call the second job after the first job. Just once the first job is built, then straight away you can call the second one, and same way you can call the third one. So basically, it will be like for job one, the downstream will be the job two, and for job two, it will be job three. And for job three, if you see, the upstream will be job two. So basically, this is a sequence. You will see all of this when we'll try the example on pipelines, you will see this process. Now, basically, the continuous integration, what we are talking about throughout the Jenkins, like when we are talking about the Jenkins pipeline, about the deployment, about the integration. So let's understand what this continuous integration is. This is a process where team member integrates with the work continuously in a shared repository. The pipeline is completely shared repository where we share the jobs among the team members. Now, this process is the best achieved by SCM tool like Git. So basically, Git helps us to integrate the process. Now, every checking in repository is followed by automatic build, automatic unit, or integrated test. And the continuous deployment. Now, we have talked about the continuous deployment also. In this process, deployment is done on the production environment. The environment can be QA or staging environment. And then the automated test is executed and ensure that the build is ready for release. So basically, this process is done when all the stages are achieved. And at the end, when everything is done, then we can release that particular project. The goal or the aim of CD is to build is always in deployed state. Now, continuous delivery pipeline consists of 4 stages: the build, deploy, test, and release. So basically, when you start integrating a project, that the build, again the deployment passes, and again when after the deployed the build of whatever the build is deployed, then you need to test them, and again you can release them. Now, basically, there are 2 types of pipeline. The first one is the scripted pipeline, and the next one is the descriptive pipeline. See, these pipelines is like the process. We'll see the process, how the pipeline is working. Then we can write the scripts basically in the pipeline in 2 forms. That is, one is the scripted one, and the other one is the descriptive. So the scripted pipeline is a traditional way of writing the Jenkins codes as code. Ideally, a scripted pipeline is written with Jenkins files on the web UI of Jenkins. So basically, the scripted pipeline is designed more or less general purpose of DSL built with Groovy. We'll talk about this DSL in our next videos. So just so you just understand the structure, that in pipeline we have a scripted structure where we just write some script and we deploy them. Now, in case of descriptive pipeline, this is recently added to the pipeline. This represents more specified and optimized syntax on the top of the pipeline subsystem. The declarative pipeline defines all the work done through your entire pipeline. Now, the feature of these pipelines are the declarative pipeline is the best approach to use CI and CD workflows, and the agent specify where the entire pipeline or the specific stage will execute in the Jenkins environment. Now, these two are described like when we come to the descriptive part or the scripted part, that's the part where we write the scripts. Now, first, in my next videos, we'll be seeing about how we can create the pipelines or how we'll build multiple jobs, and we will try to deploy them, and based on that, the pipeline process. And then we will come to the scriptive and declarative pipelines. So this is all about the pipelines you need to know. In my next videos, we'll see how we can create pipelines and deploy them. That's all. Thank you.